Crypto.com Crowcoin holders, Cronos ETP. Is it a spot ETF? 21 shares launching a Cronos ETP. We're going to talk about that. Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. Hit that bell. Ring ding. Let's hop in. All right, so we're going to start off here, guys. We saw yesterday 21 shares has filed for a Cronos ETP. We're going to talk about what an ETP really is. This is what we want to see to bring new users to Crow and Crypto.com. This is a big win for the Crow fam. It is a big win. We're seeing the adoption happening with Cronos. Even though it's been so quiet, really the entire crypto space has been quiet. So you can't really just blame and look at a single cryptocurrency underneath a microscope or in a vacuum by itself right now, because the entire market is very quiet. It's sleepy. We need to wait for the hype to come back, which is honestly pretty incredible because we're seeing Bitcoin pump right now, and it is so quiet. That's what I want to see. The higher the price goes and the quieter it is, the more bullish I am, because that is the equation for us to go much, much higher. So what does this mean? What is an ETP? 21 shares has basically been filing ETF submission after ETF submission after ETF submission. Dogecoin, XRP, Solana. What else is it? Well, now it's Cronos too. They are going left and right. What is an ETP? I Googled it for you guys, all right? An ETP, an exchange-traded product, is a broad category investment vehicles traded on stock exchanges, similar to stocks, but representing a diversified portfolio of assets like stocks, bonds, or commodities. They are designed to track the performance of a specific financial index or asset class. Basically, it can be a basket. It can be a way to track the amount of long positions on an asset, the amount of short positions on an asset. It could be, when I say a basket, it could have Cronos, Bitcoin, and Ethereum all inside of the basket, or it could just be a spot ETF, like a Bitcoin spot ETF, like BlackRock's IBIT. It's just tracking the Crowcoin price. That's what we want to see, guys. We want to see a 21 shares spot ETF. So ETP, I don't know why they said that unless it's not going to be a spot ETF, which is kind of my hunch. Otherwise, they would be touting ETF left and right, because people get really excited about that. It's almost come like a buzzword this cycle because we had the Bitcoin spot ETF and all the hype came behind it. And now everyone just wants their coin to have an ETF because ETF means bullish. And I will be honest, spot ETFs, they are bullish. It causes a lot of buy pressure because these ETF management funds, they're managed, right? They have to be buying these assets for the amount of money that is getting bought on the ETF. And maybe it's a little bit more difficult to buy Crowcoin on chain or through an exchange than it would be to just buy it through your brokerage for a lot of these people. This is a way to onboard more users to the Cronos chain and to really just Crowcoin in general, really to boost the price. So I'm bullish on this. So looking at Crowcoin right now, we are above 0.0830 cents. This is a good level to be at. You know, guys, I always say this, that this yellow line is like a magnet. Anytime we're above it, and after we've already tested it, we usually make our way to like 10 cents. And anytime we are below 10 cents, we come down and touch it. So if we come and touch 10 cents and we don't clear it, I expect another retest of 0.0830. You know, guys, the summertime is usually not the best time for crypto. June, July is usually pretty sluggish. But a lot of people, you know, say sell in May, walk away. I'm not going to. It's a coin flip. If you look at the statistics of May, it's a coin flip. So I do think that we still are due for a little bit more relief here into May. And you guys, you look at Bitcoin, we're seeing a little bit of a bounce. We'll take a look at that shortly. We're seeing a bit happening. I do think that this relief is going to bleed over into some of these other altcoins, although Bitcoin dominance, all-time highs right now, pretty incredible, nearly 66%, mind-boggling. I still think regardless, if Bitcoin goes up in price, you're going to see retail come. You're going to see retail move into some of these altcoins. You'll probably see Crowcoin perform here. Guys, if you do want to take advantage of this volatility, I'm looking for longs right now. I'm long on XRP and Bitcoin right now. Feel free to check out in the description box below, pin comment down below. We have a $5,000 sign bonus to Blowfin. All you do is click that link, deposit, trade a little bit, you get a bunch of free money, as well as there is an awesome promotion happening right now where the more trading volume you do, you can get some awesome rewards. You can get a Tesla Model 3, okay? Pretty cool. I think it's like $33,000, so there's some awesome rewards. There's some great incentives to be trading on Blowfin, so feel free to check that out. So Cronos is at rank 39, catching a little bit of a bid, right? up 1.69%, 24 hours, up 5.27% past 7 days. Let's measure this. I'm curious. How much are we up in the past week or so here? Yeah, we're up about 15%. So that's nothing to scoff at. That's a good move. I like to see that. Yes, we have a lot of work to do, but I still am happy to see us over the 0.0830 cents. Really would like to be closing above 10 cents though, because if we start closing over 10 cents, then we can make our way to 12 cents. And if we flip 12 cents into support here, I'll be saying, hey guys, look out above, because that's a bullish reversal, a little bit of a W pattern. We'll probably be heading up to 20 cents. And 20 cents is a very, very important price level, guys. You flip 20 cents, there's not much holding us back from going to basically 40 cents. So keep your eyes on the prize here on Cronos if we're starting to clear 10 cents, 12 cents. Very important price levels. But all in all here, guys, like you look at this, like Cronos sitting at rank 39. It's gaining a little bit, sitting at a $2.48 billion market cap. Like I said, gaining a little bit here. But really, look at the overall market. Bitcoin's green. 98K, almost 99K. It's pushing for 100,000. Can we see 100,000 in the next 24 hours? Let me know in the comments section below. I think that there's a good possibility here based on the posturing of Bitcoin. We'll take a look at that. Like I said, though, Bitcoin dominance, 66.5%. When you exclude stablecoins, give or take, it's like 2%. That's pretty incredible to see that. All-time highs. The alts are bleeding versus Bitcoin, guys. What can I say? So you look at Bitcoin here, and this is why it's so important where we're at right now. We're seeing a bullish reversal play out before our very eyes. And testing this level here that we are bouncing off of right now is very important. I was saying, guys, I expect to test this, and this happened exactly as I predicted, guys. And I said, if we don't bounce off of this, I think that this is a lower high. I say if we do bounce off of this, keep your eyes open, guys, because 100,000 is next. If we start closing above 100K, we're going for $110,000 to $150,000 Bitcoin. And obviously, with that will come price increase for Crow. So it's a very exciting time, guys. We're seeing a lot of new, I don't want to say changes, but really new love for the crypto industry on the institutional level. Governments are being much more favorable for crypto. Banks are allowed to custody crypto. They got the green light on that, guys. Mind-boggling. Let's see who is the first to actually do that, though. I'm very curious to see that play out. But all in all here, guys, the financial world is changing, and Bitcoin is nearly at $100,000 again, and it's so quiet. I'm buying that dip. I've been buying Bitcoin, guys. I'm going to continue to buy, and I think there's going to be some fantastic opportunities for altcoins along the way. That's all I got. If you like this type of content, hit that like button. Follow me at 333 Blacksea on Twitter, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.